Did you know that stories have been proven to be one of the best ways to learn English? Why? Because they engage you and motivate you to learn even more. As long as they're interesting, of course. And that's what I've done for you today. I've written a really good story to help you to learn English a little bit faster. I've written this story to give you an insight into people's everyday lives in the UK, into the sort of problems they have, our culture and their way of life. At first, you might find the natural conversational pace is a little bit fast, but that's because it's authentic and that's how we speak in the UK. But I wouldn't want to give you anything else, because when you come to the UK, that's exactly the pace that you'll hear. So if you really can't understand it, just replay and replay and replay. By the end of the story, I guarantee that you will have learnt new vocabulary and a deeper meaning behind the words and phrases. I've also included free downloadable worksheets, so this will help you to retain the language that you learn. So do use them. So come on, let's get on with the story. But if you have any questions, don't forget, leave me a comment. The Lane, written and narrated by Liz Plampton. There she goes again in her big 4x4. Who? Leslie at number 47, you know. Married to the undertaker. Oh, her. I know who you mean. She'll run someone down soon, the speed she goes. She wouldn't notice if she did. Funny you should say that. I found a squirrel in the lane yesterday. Well, there are quite a few of them round here, Robert. Yeah, but this one didn't look too well. In fact, it was dead. Looked as if it had been squashed by something very heavy. Probably her in her 4x4, wasn't it? The lane's getting worse again as well. All the potholes. That lane's getting so bad it's like the road of a third world country out there. Yeah, don't fall into one of those potholes, you'll never get out again. It's all the rain we've been having this year. Non-stop. It's global warming, you know. Good for the garden though, Jen. I must admit I'm looking forward to the summer weather. I can get me kit off and get me legs brown. Yeah, we're both beginning to look like a couple of plucked turkeys nowadays. Speak for yourself. Did you notice what someone's done at the end of the lane? Where? Just up on the left-hand side. It looked a bit of a mess with lots of bushes and trees. Oh, yes. What happened then? Well, what was a bit of an overgrown nature reserve has been completely cleared. But they can't do that. Well, they have, Jenny. What with all that wildlife in there? Yep. Someone's bought the land and cleared the whole lot. Just like that. Well, I'm calling the council. Don't suppose you'll get much out of them. Oh, look, there goes Jane. What, again? Oh, yeah. Jane again, doing the walk of shame again, with all her empties. I don't know how she gets through all those bottles of booze. I do. He's living with that bloke of hers. What, Dave? Yes, who else? He's a good bloke, he is. We often have a chat when I pass by. Very chirpy. Always doing a bit of DIY. Probably doesn't like being cooped up too long with Jane. Speaking of DIY, that wall needs rebuilding again out there. Not again? Yep, I think it was the UPS delivery van this time. The driver certainly did his best to flatten it. Must have reversed right into it. Oh, it's normally the postman. He's been trying to knock it down for months. Well, the delivery drivers are always in such a hurry. It's all this online shopping. All these car fumes are destroying the environment. When will people realise it all contributes, you know? What to? You know! The greenhouse effect, global warming. Oh, yeah. And clever Trevor, next door, says he's going to chop down that big oak tree at the end of his garden. What? Why? Apparently it's stopping the sunlight getting to his roses. More like it's stopping the sunlight getting to his unmentionables. All that naked sunbathing he does. Yes, well, he's a naturist, isn't he? That's just another word for someone who likes to expose themselves. And he's another one who races down this lane in his big 4x4. Calm down, Robert. You'll give yourself a heart attack. We're all to blame for the state of the environment. We all contribute in some way. They call it your footprint or something. But it makes my blood boil when I see parts of the land round here cleared overnight. Right under our noses as well. Removing all those brambles and trees might even lead to a bit of flooding round here, you never know. We need as much biodiversity as we can get. That's a big word for you, Robert. And what's more, what happened to all the wildlife that lived in there? All those birds and squirrels right in the middle of their nesting period as well. And the foxes, don't forget the foxes. And the badgers, there were probably a few sets under there. Mind you, they do dig up our little patch of lawn quite a bit, Robert. Nah, that's the squirrels, Jen. So what can we do to protect the wildlife round here? Not much while people are still destroying the natural environment. Someone's cleared that land because they probably want to build on there. It's some builder who's come along and thinks he can make a tidy profit from building a few houses on there. Usual story, I'm afraid. Well, I'm not taking this one lying down. Phone them, Jen. Phone the council. I'm on it, Robert. I'm on it. I did say it would be difficult, didn't I? But if you can't understand it the first time, replay. And then again and again. But also the worksheets will help you to retain all that new vocabulary. So just use those and then listen again. I have lots of other lessons on the channel, all about vocabulary, pronunciation, how to link your words together, and also more stories. So please do subscribe. I don't want you to miss out.